I wake up before my alarm. It's dark outside. The sky hasn't even decided to turn blue yet. I sit on the edge of my bed, rubbing my eyes, wondering why I ever thought this job would be glamorous. Coffee is the first real hug I give myself in the morning. The uniform waits, folded perfectly. My wife used to iron for me, but now she's asleep on the couch, a late-night shift nurse. We trade shifts silently. I put on the badge and feel the weight, not just of the metal, but the expectations, the eyes, the judgment of everyone. The first coffee sip is always bittersweet. I glance at the mirror and see the same tired eyes staring back. Sometimes I wonder if they'll ever see anything else. By the time I drive to the station, the streets are almost empty. The radio crackles, dispatch voices muffled but urgent. A car accident on Main, a domestic dispute on Fifth. Routine calls that will eat my day alive. I check in, log in, and grab my patrol bag. Gun, taser, radio, handcuffs, pepper spray. All the tools to keep the chaos at bay. They call it protection. I call it a promise I may not always keep. Morning briefings are quick. Another busy day, the sergeant says. I nod. Everyone nods. Some of us already know that nods don't change what's coming. The first call comes in while I'm still sipping coffee. A kid hit by a bike. Nothing life-threatening, but parents screaming like the world is ending. I drive through streets I know by heart, weaving between cars, the siren blaring. When I get there, the parents are frantic. Their faces are a storm of panic and guilt. The kid cries, blood on his knee, and I patch him up, try and keep everyone calm. I smile, it's okay, he'll be fine. Inside, I wonder if my own kid will ever see me the same way, not just as a uniform, but as a human. Back in the car, another call. This time, a robbery in progress. My heart jumps. It's the kind of thing that makes you forget breakfast, or coffee, or even that you're technically allowed to be scared. I arrive, the street empty, except for the shattered glass glinting in the sunlight. I radio backup. We move quietly. The suspect is gone. The clerk shaken. The money gone. I write the report. But inside, I feel like I'm writing an apology to the world for not catching him in time. Lunch doesn't exist today. Or maybe it does, but it's a granola bar and water in the car between calls. I laugh sometimes at the irony of telling people to eat healthy while we survive on adrenaline and vending machine snacks. By mid-afternoon, fatigue hits. It's more than physical. It's the weight of watching humanity at its worst. People crying, people lying, people fighting for scraps of dignity. And I have to be calm, professional, always the shield. The domestic disputes are the worst. You enter a house and it's all screaming and shattered dishes. You try to separate, listen, de-escalate. Sometimes you succeed. Sometimes you see the fear in a kid's eyes and know there's nothing you can do to fix it. There's a case of a man threatening his neighbor. I knock. He answers with a rifle. I freeze. Training kicks in. Words, calm voice. Sir, put it down. Nobody needs to get hurt. He hesitates. My heart pounds. Eventually he lowers it and we talk it out. Later, I admit to myself, I almost peed my pants. No one will ever know. Traffic stops, accidents, bar fights, noise complaints. People screaming, honking, crying. You think you'll get used to it. You don't. I roll past a homeless man sleeping on the sidewalk. I wave. He waves back. I wonder how many faces I'll see today who are invisible to everyone else. I jot it down in my notes. Small kindnesses matter, even when no one sees them. By late afternoon, the call's slow. I finally grab a moment in the car, eyes closed for a minute. Dispatch comes through again. A child missing. Panic rising in my chest. We find her in a park, scared, crying, but safe. The parents hug me like I'm a hero. I smile. Inside, I just want to sit down and cry. Back at the station, paperwork awaits. Endless reports, forms, logs, statements. I hate paperwork, but it's necessary. Sometimes I dream of burning it all. Just one day, no reports, just streets and people. The humor comes in little doses. A guy tried to argue his way out of a ticket by quoting a line from an old TV show. I laughed. He got the ticket anyway. Laughter keeps you sane, even in the darkest days. Shift ends, but not really. The paperwork, the calls, the stress, they don't vanish. I drive home, lights flashing past, siren quiet now, but the tension still in my shoulders. My kid runs to the door. I drop my bag, scoop him up. He hugs me tight, the kind of hug that melts months of stress in seconds. I kiss his hair and realize this is why I do it. Not the glory, not the paycheck, but moments like this. Dinner is quiet. My wife listens while I recount minor events. Nothing dangerous, nothing heroic, but she nods, knowing it's never minor. I try not to tell her everything. Some nights are too heavy. After dinner, reports again. Emails, logs, calls I missed. The phone rings in the middle of the night. Sometimes. A crime in progress. A neighbor in danger. A fire. You learn to answer without thinking, without hesitation. Sleep is a stranger. I lie awake, replaying scenes, imagining different choices, better outcomes. Sometimes I cry silently. Sometimes I laugh at how ridiculous the day was. Sometimes I stare at the ceiling and feel completely alone, even in a room full of family. There's camaraderie among officers. The jokes, the shared exhaustion, the mutual understanding that nobody else really gets it. We eat bad coffee, tell bad jokes, and lean on each other like lifelines. Without them, this job would crush me completely. I know people hate us sometimes. They yell, they complain, they assume the worst. They don't see the moments we save lives quietly, the small mercies, the kindness in uniform. Some days it feels thankless. Other days it's worth every second. Training never ends. You practice calm voices, tactical moves, negotiation, empathy. And yet, no training prepares you for the sheer randomness of human chaos. I think about retirement sometimes. Not because I don't like to work, but because my body and soul can only take so much. The memories stack like bricks, heavy, unrelenting. You carry them home, even when you want to leave them behind. Night falls, sirens fade. The city sleeps, but I never truly do. I lock the door, hug my family, and remind myself why I endure it all. Sometimes I write notes in a small journal. Small victories, small kindnesses, moments that remind me I'm human too. By midnight, I crawl into bed, exhausted. Somewhere in the distance, a siren wails. Somewhere, someone needs me. Somewhere, I will be back on these streets tomorrow, tired but ready. The badge is heavy. The uniform is heavy. The responsibility is heavier. But in the quiet, I sleep knowing I tried. And tomorrow I'll try again.